a great matchup this weekend between the number 8 Oregon Ducks and the number 13 Utah Utes. That's going to be in Utah, which is going to be a great game. Barnes, the third string quarterback. Barnes, the third string quarterback for the Utes, looking to take down mighty Oregon Ducks. What are your thoughts on what you'll see there?
Oregon should be thankful that this isn't a late game. For whatever reason, and this is dumb football guy brain,
12:30,
but it is what it is. That late 5 o'clock game, when all of a sudden the sun goes down, the lights get turned on, it gets dark, Utah's in the all blacks. It's almost like they get superpowers. Like they start playing just a little bit better. Stuff starts looking a little
eyes
funnier.
start
They
glowing
start
red.
open. Right. Like something's in the air in Salt Lake. And all of a sudden they start doing more big things. But here's the key, right? It's a 6.5 point spread right now, I believe, in favor of Oregon. This is going to be a knock 'em out sock type game. If Oregon's defensive line that I mentioned earlier, between Dorless, between Birch, between the young pups, Purchase, Uyunglele, if they can get to Barnes early and make him uncomfortable, just as easy as it is for him to become confident in his abilities if he's playing well, it's just as easy for him to go back into doubting himself and not believing that he is the guy. If they can go and play smash mouth football against a team that is smash mouth and punch the bully in the face, I think this could be a 2 touchdown, at minimum 2 score win for Oregon. Now, offensively, Oregon is going to go up against the best defense in the Pac-12, bar none. This Utah defense, what they've done this season, to be on your 3rd and 4th string QB and be a team with 1 loss, and you've played Oregon State, you've played UCLA, and you've played USC, that's pretty darn impressive. Oh, by the way, you played Florida, which they're not Florida, but it's still a good football team, right? So you've had a tough schedule, and you've been able to do that with your 3rd and 4th string backup quarterbacks. This defense is for real. There's a reason that your coach out there in Utah, he's saying that this is the best defense that he has ever coached because they are that legit. They were the reason that they beat UCLA. Literally, they had a pick 6, and that's why they beat him. So Oregon has to do a great job of running the football with James and with Irving so that Utah has to suck in. They have to put 7 or 8 in the box to try and stop that ground and pound attack so that then they can air out the football. You saw an emergence of Tez Johnson seeming to take that wide receiver number 2 spot in this last game against WSU. That is going to be huge because teams are going to start keying in, and they already have, on Troy Franklin as the number 1. Franklin is the number 1. He is the best wide receiver, but you need that number 2 to at least make teams go, well, we can't double team Troy every play because if we do, Tez is going to take advantage of us. So if you can keep that balanced rushing attack, put the ball in Bo's hands, let him pick this defense apart, then you're going to have an opportunity to win this game. And I really shouldn't say apart, but it really should be more of let him make the smart plays and find the open receivers because you're just not going to pick this defense apart. If you can get after Barnes and you can stay balanced on offense, I think Oregon can win this game by at least a touchdown, probably by 2. If you can't do that, all of a sudden you're in a dogfight because this Utah team is going to beat you up. And above all, stay freaking healthy. Last year, you played Utah, you were able to win, but they beat you up, and you went into that UW game, and that game turned out to be an absolute dogfight because you didn't have guys at 100%. You need to stay healthy and punch the bully in the mouth and take it to him.
And we'll see if Utah can stop Oregon's rushing game because Oregon is averaging 226.9 rushing yards per game. The Utah Utes are averaging 78 rushing yards allowed. So we'll see if they can stop Bucky Irving and, make Bo Nix throw it.
Right. It's mano a mano. The crazy thing with those stats for Oregon, they're doing that on like 30 rushes a game.
Right.
33 rushes a game. So I think against WSU, I think they had a total of 33. Bucky and James, I believe, had less than 15 total carries each, right? So to be running at the clip that they're doing it is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, and I don't have the stats on me, but last game, I think Bucky's longest rush was like 43 yards, and Jordan James was like 37 yards, their longest. So
Right. Well, and Bucky had a screen pass that he took for a touchdown. That was the play where the WSU kid isn't looking, and
Oh, that's
Patrick
right.
Irving comes
Apparently, he
in
got a concussion
and
on that
just
prior play.
decleats. Yeah, well, he thought the receiver that he was following or tight end that he was following, he thought he caught the ball.
Oh, okay. But
So it's just
Dylan
like,
Dylan had actually said that the guy got a concussion the prior play, and they didn't get him off in time, and then he got railed again. So
yes,
that's awful to see.
got absolutely smoked.